created God? Where did God come from? Since ancient times, humans have always asked, where do we come from? What is the origin of this universe? If everything has a cause, then does God, the supreme creator, also require a cause? This question is not just a matter of philosophy, but a profound journey through the history of science, religion, and human understanding. 1. Did the universe exist by itself? Some people believe that the universe is eternal, that matter and energy neither spontaneously arise nor disappear, and therefore, the universe has always existed without needing a creator. This is the perspective of materialism, which argues that all phenomena can be explained through physical laws. However, modern science has demonstrated that the universe has a beginning. The Big Bang theory suggests that around 13.8 billion years ago, all space, time, matter, and energy originated from a singularity, an infinitely small and hot point. If the universe has a beginning, then what caused it? Some scientists argue that the universe could have emerged from nothing due to quantum laws. But where did those laws come from? If space, time, and matter have a starting point, was there anything that existed before them? 2. If everything has a cause, does God need a cause? Many people ask, if everything needs a cause, then who created God? This question is based on the assumption that everything must have a cause, but this may be a misunderstanding. Christian philosophy and theology distinguish between two types of existence: contingent existence and necessary existence. Everything in the universe, such as humans, planets, or galaxies, has contingent existence. It depends on something else for its being. However, a being with necessary existence does not depend on any external cause. God is defined as such. He does not need a cause because he is the foundation of all existence. Another way to understand this is through the example of a chain of links. Each link is connected to the previous one, but if the chain extends infinitely without a first link, the entire chain could not exist. Similarly, the universe requires a first cause that is independent of anything else, a supreme cause that we call God. Aristotle and St. Thomas Aquinas proposed the concept of the unmoved mover. Every motion in the universe has a cause, but if we trace it back infinitely, we must reach a point where there is a being that is not moved by anything else, but initiates all movement. That being is God. Some argue that belief in a creator is unnecessary, but they also struggle to explain why the universe follows understandable laws instead of being completely chaotic. If there are immutable laws, then those laws themselves also require a cause. In other words, the question, who created God, is like asking, is water wet? Or, is the number 1 greater or lesser than itself? These are meaningless questions because they apply a principle that does not pertain to a being beyond those rules. 3. The limits of science and logical reasoning. Today, many believe that science can explain everything. However, in reality, science has its limits. Gödel's incompleteness theorem proves that even in mathematics, the most rigorous field of logic, there exist truths that cannot be proven within the system itself. This suggests that there may be realities beyond human comprehension. The question of the universe's origin is similar. Science can describe the universe from the moment of the Big Bang, but it cannot answer what happened before or why it appeared. If the Big Bang came from a singularity, an infinitely small point with infinite energy, then who or what set the rules for it to function? 4. The human quest for meaning. Beyond seeking the origin of the universe, humans also long to understand the meaning of existence. Since ancient times, questions about the purpose of life, the nature of reality, and morality have always troubled humanity. In ancient civilizations like Egypt, Greece, and India, humans turned to religion and philosophy to explain the world. Systems of thought such as Taoism, Buddhism, Hinduism, and Christianity emerged to help people understand existence. With the advancement of science, many have questioned whether belief in God is still necessary. Some scientists believe that a theory of everything could explain the universe without needing a creator. However, even great minds like Einstein and Hawking admitted that there are things beyond human understanding. The search for meaning is not just an intellectual journey, but also a spiritual one. Many people have had transcendent experiences, profound moments of realization about the connection between humans and the universe, things that science cannot fully explain. Thus, the question of God is not just a matter of philosophy or science, but also one of the heart and soul. 5. Conclusion. Does God exist? The question, does God exist, is not just a scientific or philosophical question. It is also a matter of faith. Believers see God's existence reflected in the perfect order of the universe, the moral consciousness of humanity, and personal spiritual experiences. Skeptics, on the other hand, demand concrete evidence. But one undeniable truth remains. Whether one believes or not, humans always seek answers. And the very act of asking this question reveals something deeply human. We never stop searching for the truth.